Oogity boogity! And of course, you know that in the native tongue of Planegea, that means welcome to my stalwart storytellers and the fans of the stories they tell. My name is Erik Klein, and I am the Dino Master for Planegea, Epoch of the Eclipse, and this is the Song of Bear Clan. And a fun dino fact about Planegea is there are 4 different setting unique species. One of our players happens to be a half ooze, another one's a starling. Then there's also a dinosaur humanoid race and a tree humanoid race that aren't Ents. So look forward to seeing some of those species being played out in Song of 8 Clan and Song of Land Clan to come. Right now I'd like to pass it off to my players to introduce themselves. Hannah, would you please start us off?
Yep. My name is Hannah Hodnett. I'm playing Ia, the level 5 Starling Celestial Warlock. And a fun fact about her that I had to write down is that she does not turn down a party. She can be like on 2 hit points. She's not turning it down.
Awesome. And talk to me, Goose. Talk to me about Moist.
Hi, I'm Goose. I'm playing Moist with a question mark. A little fun fact would be its host was a prehistoric marine biologist.
And what is Moist?
Oh, yes, Moist is a level 5 half-ooze wizard, Graviturgy wizard specifically. And should I explain what a half-ooze is, or do you think that'll become clear?
Go for it. Go for it right now.
This is what happens when an ooze basically infests the corpse, or soon-to-be corpse, of one of the other humanoid species in this world.
Awesome. And now we will transition to Jack.
I'm Jack. I'm playing Wood, a level 5 Circle of the Land Druid human. Fun fact about him, even his wild shapes are just a little bit sticky. Usually with juice, sometimes with honey.
That's great. All right, Susan, tell us about Gummas.
Yeah, I'm Sam, also known as Susan. I'm playing Gummas Jensen, a Godtouched Ecodite. Godtouched are the version of tieflings from this setting. A fun fact about Gummas is that he was actually training to be a wizard, but then he got in a headbutting contest with a Pachycephalosaurus. So now he's a fighter.
Who won, though?
He doesn't remember. He thinks he did.
Okay.
It makes more sense that he did.
Awesome.
Awesome.
When we left off, our party was recently went through the rite of passage to become full-fledged members of Bear Clan. Ooh, I forgot. Almost forgot. Bear Clan. So they're now full-fledged members of Bear Clan, but for their first task, first duty as full clan members, they were charged with babysitting a group of kids on an annual butterfly hunt, while the rest of the clan, about 200 or so, maybe more folks, were getting drunk on the smile drink, which is a brew made from the venom of bat faces that makes you delirious, or 1 in 10 people delirious. While watching the kids hunt butterflies, an eclipse happened, which, thanks to our Starling, who knows all about celestial events, she was able to tell us that it was an eclipse and the day star is not being eaten. But just don't keep your eyes on it, Moist. And then as the eclipse came into fruition and the world darkened, a nocturnal Tricerataur arose in the middle distance and raised an undead mammoth to sort of be on guard for him. And the Bear Clan had a village elder storyteller who kind of took all the kids and protected them in a hut, and the spell magic hut. I forget what it's called. Tiny hut. In a tiny hut, while our party charged in like bears do to go protect the rest of their kinsmen. As they did, The Tricerataur yelled, "Fools!" and cursed them for always charging in like normal bear clans, and he threw his hands into the ground, his claws hands, and moments later, the ground started to shake, and the waist-high grass of the meadow began to grow and coalesce and transform with rotting vines until you see the grass beings begin to uproot in places, then moving and coming together to form walls, at least 20 to 30, that's many feet high in some places, almost completely encircling him. And our party was given some cool magic items and charged in to go save him. And they stand at the edge, at the entrance of this grass opening. What do you all wish to do?
Let's see. Are we at initiative?
You are not in initiative yet, but that we will when we get to. We're not in initiative yet. No.
I do know that Moist and I were spam killing the bat bases as we were running toward the Tricerataur. Just like parting the Red Sea.
Speaking of Moist, you had elected Moist to keep forgetting the question mark. Moist. You elected to look at the Daystar being swallowed in this eclipse. Would you please give me a Constitution saving throw?
Wizards are great at those, famously. 17?
Okay, you passed. So you're going to do 1d4 plus 1, and then we're going to cut that in half, and that's how many minutes you have disadvantage on perception checks.
You're saying looking directly at the sun has consequences?
Yeah.
Just got a big spot in your eyeball, like, yeah.
She did use thaumaturgy to yell at everyone not to look.
And then Moist said, I go ahead and look anyway.
Yeah.
Moist said, my eyes aren't alive.
It's very presidential of you, Moist. I gotta applaud the choice.
Okay, so I rolled the d4 for you. I got a 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. Cut in half. You have 1 minute of disadvantage on perception checks. For sight, at least.
Yeah, just huge black spots in my vision.
Okay, so all of you stand before this opening in the walls. You have a left or a right. Take it away, guys.
We also have an over or a through. Mm-hmm. Gummas is a very straightforward person, so his initial like, how tall is the wall directly in front of us?
The wall directly in front of you would be many. So somewhere between 20 and 30 feet in our parlance, but the way the Bear Clan would speak, they would say many, possibly many.
Okay. I think I had manifested my echo as we were running towards this thing, right?
Yes.
I think so.
Okay.
So what's your echo look like, by the way?
So my echo, it looks like a bear. We are a bear clan, so the spiritual essence of Gummas is that of a bear form, but it's a bit thinner, a bit lankier than your average kind of bear. And as it like moves and mirrors, like you can kind of see Gummas's like form within the exterior shadowy shape of it. So it's, Gummas is going to send his echo up to the top of the wall and then swap places with it.
Is your echo corporeal?
No.
Okay,
Sorry.
So when you do send your echo up the wall,
Yes.
Do you communicate to your party at all what you're doing?
Goose is going to quickly turn to the rest of the team. Like, he is a raider. He is always like, the first on the beach, like in any kind of like a fight or combat, like face tanking danger is why he exists. So he'll just like, give a quick salute with his sword and say, I'm gonna go on to the top. I'm gonna tell you what's on the other side.
Moist is a reedy academic who's so thrilled to be part of the Draw Club. Just, yes, brother, or are you sister? Which one are you? Either way, I think it is the most Bear Clan to go directly through and beat the shit out of anyone in our way.
I'm good with whatever. I'll see you on the other side.
Awesome. And as you do this, you will notice that the walls, the vines themselves are sort of like moving and trying to whip and slash at and grab and bind onto your echo. And because it's non-corporeal, they're just going through.
Well, it's insubstantial, but it has 1 hit point.
Okay. So it's more like these vines are sort of reaching out and trying to grasp.
If there would be any damage, it would be dissipated. But if it would just be like grabs, then yeah, it would kind of slide right through.
It would just be grabs.
Okay.
So yeah, does it need a climb check?
Nope. It just kind of floats.
Okay. So your echo gets to the top of this wall. It takes a little bit of time. What are the rest of you doing?
I'm gonna cast mage armor on myself, just because I have an inkling we might be fighting somebody.
Good call.
When you go over the top first, you're alone against whatever's on the other side. This may not be a good idea, but if you are willing to die that way, good luck to you.
I'm not trying to go over. I'm trying to go to. But hey, whatever happens, happens.
That is the way of things.
You tried. You honestly tried. And what is Ia doing?
I'd like to cast Sacred Flame at the wall. I guess once Gummas is either descending or has leapt down, I'd like to cast Sacred Flame on the wall because I don't want him to fall as I do this, if it works.
As he's getting ripped apart.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. If he goes to descend, I'd like to cast that on the wall so it doesn't hurt him in any way.
okay, so you are preparing to cast Sacred Flame, and when Gummas jumps down from the top, okay, that's great.
Unless I can move to the side and cast it where it won't be a problem.
I mean, it's one solid wall. So
I'll wait. I'll leave it as a when he jumps down, I'll do that.
okay. Okay, so Gummas, the moment you trade places at the top of you're going at the top of the wall.
Yeah, my intention is to go to the top of the wall and stand on top, like, just very dramatic style, and to, see as much as I can see.
Okay, from the top, do a perception check.
Okay. Very perceptive, Gummas. He has a solid +3.
That is pretty
It's not
solid.
negative.
That would be an 8.
An 8. So while not being clear as to how many, you can see that there are not necessarily many, but there's more than a handful of walls between you and an opening, a rather large opening that's still, in our words, maybe like 50 to 60 feet away.
Okay.
But there's
How does the wall respond to me standing on top of it?
that was getting to. You will need to make
Oh.
a dexterity saving throw, please.
I see. Let's see. +5 on this. That would be a 7. I'm doing great.
So you go to jump
Thank you
and
for your sacrifice.
you notice your foot is stuck into the vine. It's been a vine has wrapped itself around your left foot, and another one is snaking up your right.
No, that's not good. Okay, start to like hack at these with my sword.
You can give an attack roll. Don't
Okay.
roll a 1.
Hey, I've been rolling great so far.
With the 1 or 2 rolls.
Okay. I'm into double digits now. I used my slashing weapon, so that would be a 13.
Okay, so you have slashed at the vines that are grabbing you. You can see the vines that are a little bit further away from those are snaking their way towards your legs.
Okay. Is there anything
Perhaps
on the
the
other side?
traditional Bear Clan way is not the most efficient in this particular case.
You
The
don't
fastest
say.
way down is falling. You may wish to consider it.
What do I see on the other side, aside from more walls?
You see another wall that's maybe like 5 to 6 feet in front of you. Let me see if I can do this. I'll see. Let's see. Let me see. Bear with.
Some of us need to cover our eyes so you can reveal the map to just one person.
It's fine. I assume he's about to tell you what he sees. So on Shard,
Actually,
that is a big assumption. Sorry. So you see that there's another wall, maybe less than 10 feet between where you are on top of the wall in front of you. We should move your mini there.
Yeah. So I'm gonna describe what I see to the people on the ground. We'll just kind of like every now and again just slash at the vines that are coming for my legs. Like my intent is to like kind of stay here and be a spotter for people as they're going through the maze.
I don't know about you two, but I think I could make the jump between the walls.
I'm gonna try and go through.
Yeah, can we just clear away a patch of these very rude vines?
That depends on. And she looks up and points up. That depends on him. I can move to the side some, but I don't know if it's gonna hold the integrity of the walls and him.
What Gummas sees when he hacks away those vines is that there are definitely more vines filling in the gap that he cut in. So if you could roll, just to say, you could probably tell that if you did cut a hole, you might have a very limited time to get through it.
Okay.
Before the walls sort of grow back together. But
Okay.
I'm not going to say it's not possible. It is. That's what checks are for.
Yeah.
So what's your all's next move? Go for it.
No, I could definitely get over there because I have a frankly horrifying list of racial features. But I think if I go in there alone, I'm gonna die.
I'll try and. If Gummas tells us that this is rebuilding itself, I'd like to move up to the wall or up closer to the wall and try and blast through it with Sacred Flame. See if it can burn some of that away with radiant damage, long enough for us to get through to the next side.
Is Sacred Flame a cantrip or a spell?
It is a
It
cantrip.
is a cantrip, and it does radiant damage.
Okay.
Yep. And because we're level 5, it's 2d8.
2d8. Okay.
Now, the wall needs to succeed on a dex save.
I'm going to say, I mean, you're just casting a spell right in front of you, right?
Yeah.
All right.
She's holding her hand out and just, it looks like burning rays of sun just go
And what is the effect?
out to the
or
wall.
The affected area of Sacred Flame?
One creature.
It's as a creature that you see within range. If the wall counts as a creature because it's moving, I don't know.
The wall would count as
Might be
a
a-
construct. It's not necessarily a creature.
What if there's a little bug on the wall?
That bug just rolled an 11.
there's a better- Okay, my DC is a 16,
Okay, well
so it fails.
the bug failed. No. So yeah, I would count the wall as a construct. It's not necessarily a creature.
Okay, so would that work for the radiant damage or no?
It says you have to target a creature though, so I don't
It does say it does descends on a creature.
So I wouldn't count this as a creature. Okay. So you go to shoot
I'll
it,
try,
and there is a radiant blast when you attempt to do this, but it doesn't necessarily burn through anything. It does make some of the greenery and the leaves sort of like shiver and wilt a little bit, but it's not doing what you hoped it would because it's a construct and not a creature.
Okay, based off of that, would I be able to have some sort of clue as to what would work against this? What damage it might be weak to, or at the very least not resistant to?
I would roll a nature survival. You sell me on the check you want to roll, I'll see if it works, but I'm thinking nature, survival, or just try and attack and roll a perception check. Investigate. Any one of these things, you sell me on what you want to do. And any of you are welcome to do this.
Yeah.
I think Wood is looking at this wall in terrorbird form, just looking incredibly doubtful. Just like very Sammy, you'll just
I think I'll
Like-
do.
I raise a long hand.
I think I'll go for the attack
Okay.
because I am not wise or intelligent.
Okay.
I am a good time, and that's about it.
Okay.
And quick. So that would be she's leveling up, or she's moving her hand again to try and cast now Sorcerous Burst.
Okay. Is this
Which
also a cantrip?
It says it is also a cantrip. It says at one creature or object within range.
Beautiful.
So would that count for
Yes,
construct?
it is an object.
Okay.
Yes.
And it is a ranged attack roll against the target.
Beautiful.
And with the, the other thing was against the saves. I get to roll with advantage because of that hood that I've got on.
Yes, you
The
are
wolf
within.
skull hood.
As in the last episode, you did acquire a wolf skull hood, which gives you advantage. Pack tactics when you are
I'll
within
move up a little bit.
5 feet of an ally, and you are.
Yeah, and I'll stay back with them.
Is that an action or bonus action, by the way, to cast that spell?
The Sorcerer's Burst is an action, and then Sacred Flame is also an action.
So everyone,
So this is one didn't work.
everyone else is also going to get an action when she does this.
Yeah. Before I go or after?
After you go.
Okay. All right. Oh Lord. 11 plus 8, so 19 to hit.
Hits totally.
Okay. So, do I have any idea? Do I roll perception off of that?
Oh, yeah, I should probably describe what happens. Roll your damage.
Okay. But for that spell, it says I need to choose what damage it is.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what works before I choose.
Are you, without doing a check on what you think would happen, like you saw him slash away at the vines just now?
Yeah.
That did do some damage. That would be slashing damage.
Yeah.
You know that the vines kind of seem sort of dead, but active.
Radiant did not work.
Radiant. Try Radiant again in a spell that can target it, if that makes sense.
Maybe. Okay.
Wait,
That's not going to work
We need
for
you to
this.
stand in front of the wall.
Well, you said it. You said they're kind of dead, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use fire. Just fire.
Okay.
It's 2d8. Let me see here. And 5. And does that get the modifier as well? The spellcasting mod?
Does it say that the damage is 2d8 plus your spellcasting modifier, or just 2d8?
No, it just says 2d8. Unless you.
So we are
It does-
lighting the
if you
big
roll an
wall
8,
of dead wood on fire.
Yes.
So 2d8, what'd you get?
5 total. It's not much.
Okay, so you have essentially burned at an area that's like 2.5 by 2.5 feet. and it will close. It's closing at a rate you think will happen in about a round. Speaking of rounds, Hannah just went. We'll roll one initiative for everyone for the whole session. Yeah. So everyone roll initiative real quick, and we'll go. Whoever's after Hannah in initiative will go next. And I will try and move through with my movement that I have not taken yet. Okay. So let's see here. Initiative is 6. I got a 16. 16.
Yes. I got a 7.
Coming in hot.
Moy's just spending this whole time being like, did I miss something? We never learned that the other ways are not passable. But I guess that this is the way we're doing it because we're Bear Clan. Yeah, go Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. I know that the Bears are the best. I have a 13.
13? And what do you have, Susan?
19.
19. Okay, so... And I meant
to say...
What was that?
Wood has a 13, and we got a 19 for Susan. So, next in the order after Hannah would be Wood. When you see her do this and go through the wall, it's going to be difficult terrain, so you have... you can make it through the wall, though. So, yeah, you're not that far away. Can you move your mini through to the other side?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
Move through. It's 28 feet. I have like 30 feet of movement. I'm going to go on and just take the full 30 to get there.
Yeah. I put you there, so it doesn't necessarily... Yeah, you would have had time to get right up close to the wall anyway.
Well, I did say I was staying back enough so that I had advantage.
Okay. Wood, what would you like to do?
Wood is seeing this plan to go around and is getting memories of all the times he's had to clear away brush or seen animals strangled in thick brambles. And so this very sticky bird just sort of like preens some juice off of a feather and looks over to Moist. Moist, have you ever have you ever had to work in the woods to clear away debris?
Never.
It can take all day and still not be done. I think we should not trust this magic. I think we should go around.
He is already on the other side, yes?
He is already on the other side, yes. And you have someone on top. And the vines are closing in on Gummas on top.
It might be a little late for that, but if you do not have a way across, I have 3 ideas. One of them will get you across as well.
And he just sighs and doesn't want to abandon the team. So we'll go through. That's 20 feet. Terrorbird has a speed of 50 feet.
Are you zooming?
So I'm just gonna go.
How big is a terrorbird?
Medium.
Okay, so yeah, could they fit in a 2 foot by 2.5 foot by 2.5 foot, squarish, roundish?
If a medium-sized person could, I assume a medium-sized bird could, because that's what just happened.
Fair enough. Describe what a terrorbird is, by the way, for people who don't know what a terrorbird is.
A terrorbird is like a cassowary. And if you don't know what a cassowary is, it's like an ostrich that hates you.
Yeah, with the big...
with the big claw on its foot. It's tall. It's a tall bird, tall as a human, long legs, thick claws on the end of the legs, and a heavy beak. A lot of axe beak illustrations were inspired by terrorbirds because they have the big face on it, and gorgeous plumage, bright pinks, whites, scarlets hues, going down the fur, and all of that bright scarlet is absolutely mottled with mashed blackberry and blueberry. So this bird just sort of charges through, does not trust this dark magic, and is gonna run through 20 feet, 30 feet, that's 25, 5, 50, 50. And it's gonna dart that way. Just goes in, turns right.
Awesome.
I the human can see the map and know why that's a bad idea, but
So you go ahead and do that. As you go through, your stickiness prevails, and you are now covered in dead shrubbery on this plumage, this colorful plumage. And that is your movement and action. Do you have a bonus action you would like to do?
I do not.
Okay. Next, we will go to Moist.
Cool. So it looks like everybody else got through, so I don't even try to do anything with magic. So I am a sticky half ooze, or actually, sorry, it was just every half ooze gets this. Rubbery. Your ooze origin makes you able to fit through small spaces. Your body can fit through openings normally suitable only for small or tiny creatures.
That's so cool.
So, as I've mentioned before, Moist does not have bones. So the shape that makes up this humanoid just kind of deflates into something more like a puddle, and I just worm my way through and flop over on the other side.
Very Alex Mack of you.
Odo from DS9.
A single ink-filled eyeball like moves up to the front of this now like flatfish-shaped creature. Where did Wood go? Friend, hello. I do not see you in the sky.
He just went the direction that he went.
Terrorbirds can't fly, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Or rather to the right, this way.
So you have Ia there telling you that he went to the bird went to your right. Gummas, it is. Oh, did you have that was your movement? Do you have an action or bonus action? I'm sorry, Moist.
I think I'm just chilling.
Okay. So you are now through. Your ooze comes through, and you retake shape into a upright position. You are next to Ia. We cut up to Gummas standing on top of these vine walls. You notice a burning hole down below you that's sort of like rippling. If you ever set the fuzz of a robe like you're wearing on fire, or your socks. You ever do that with your socks?
Set them on fire?
Light my socks on fire?
So next time you have just your socks out, just take a lighter and go like this, and you'll see a little. It won't catch fire. It'll just travel the flame on the fuzz. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Kids at home, do this. We give you permission.
Of your own free will.
It's y'all's funeral.
We take no liability. We at Atlas take no responsibility for the actions you make.
Send video though. I'm curious.
It is quite fun. I was once wearing a very shaggy bathrobe and someone did it, and like the fire passed all over me. Anyways, sorry.
No, the jacked face palm took me out. It's okay.
Don't try this at home.
I'm not usually the voice of reason.
Some people F around and find out in a game. Some do it in real life. Anyways, so you see this fire burning through, and sort of a little bit of flame ripples up the wall. You see vines not necessarily grabbing you yet, but beginning to slowly snake around your legs again, as you've been there for almost a round.
Yeah. So I'm going to look down at the burning hole and say, "That's awesome, guys! Keep doing it!"
You're doing
it. Since he is not being grappled right now, kind of sprint about 10 feet this way. And so, let's see, can I grab my guy? So he's going to sprint about 10 feet this way, and then sprint back and long jump over to this section right here. He has a 12 strength, so he should be able to jump 12 feet, which I think would make it. Would I need to roll any kind of athletics, acrobatics, or
with normal jumps? I want to say yeah, but if you get a 12-foot jump on your own, you know what? Yeah, because you're running on top of a wall that's composed of grass and shrubbery.
Yep.
I'll let you sort of narrate how you're doing it. Are you doing it in a more dexterous way? Are you nimble up there, or are you trying to muscle through it?
Definitely a more dexterous way, like it very Cirque du Soleil or Carnival, just kind of balance as I'm sprinting along like narrow, uneven surfaces, and then sprinting and leaping.
Exactly the example I'd give for explaining why a acrobatics check might sometimes replace an athletics check. So please roll that for me.
Yay. Okay. So I got +8 on this, and that's going to be a 22.
Okay, yeah, you totally do it. You don't need to... It's not the distance, it's the doing of it that needed to be resolved. So you are now on the other side. And cool. For you...
Now my echo did discorporeate.
Fun word. Okay, so you now see before you more snaking walls and chambers. You can't really tell where they end, but you can see a giant sort of coalescence of thicker walls almost right before you, and some areas that are completely hollow inside.
Okay.
That's what you get for free. If you want any more, you can roll a perception check. Which
I'll roll perception.
Asked you to anyway.
+3. Hey, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. So with the total of 20, you definitely see that there is sort of hollow dead spaces that would be right in front of where your party, particularly thicker walls in this area. You see that opening right that underneath that doesn't seem to have any sort of way out of it. And then further down, you can see that the shrubbery kind of changes into something more like there's flowers on the bulbous flowers that are sort of a reddish hue further away.
Hey guys, there's some kind of nest or cocoon over there.
I would say they're like everywhere. It's not like one big thing. The shrubbery changes about many feet from you. Let me actually measure it out. I can switch to that map too.
Being told that, Ia would call back up to Gummas and be like, "Where should I try and get through at?"
Yeah, I'm going to, with my bonus action, resummon my Echo and kind of have it stand right here. Do you see the ping?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. And wave at him, and I'll say, "There's going to be 2 thinner walls back to back, so just come on through. You got this."
All right.
So do you see my arrow?
Yes.
Yes.
So you see that these flowers over here, only Gummas sees this, is when it starts to sort of, this area over here is when the shrubbery sort of changes. That's what you got with your 22. All right. So next in the lineup, we have Ia.
All right, I'm going to move over to here. Let's stay back a little bit. I'm going to yell to Wood that we're getting through. And I'm going to try... Did it look like the fire should have done better, or that it did not great and that's just how it was going to happen no matter what? Did it look like it was resistant to fire, or...
No, no, it wasn't resistant. Okay. It's just thick. It's just a thick thicket. So
Okay.
you burned through with 5 damage. You burned through a 5 square foot space.
Okay.
Does that make?
I'm going to.
You pick it up and put it down.
Yeah. I'm going to next try Eldritch Blast to see if I can do 2 next to each other, or I'll do 1 and see if I can get through before I try and do the other one if that's available, if that's allowed.
Point to exactly where you're. Ping exactly where you're casting Eldritch Blast.
Right here, like right.
Okay. Okay.
Because the echo is incorporeal, I'm right underneath the echo, like where, but at like a medium creature's height, so we can get through.
Copy. Roll. You don't really. I'm not going to make you roll an attack. I mean, roll it so to make sure you don't roll a 1.
Okay. I do have advantage. I could get 2-1.
Fair enough.
That's a 14 and an 18.
You hit it.
18 plus 8 hit.
You know, and also a crit, we would double the damage. So roll it just to see if you crit fail or crit succeed.
Well, the first one was the 18 and like a 14.
Okay.
Before bonuses.
Okay, so yeah, roll damage on the first, whichever one is you are declaring is first. Roll damage on it.
Okay, let me see. Well, because of the hood, I get advantage. So that was 1 beam.
Okay, 1 beam.
So it I rolled a 1 for damage, but I have agonizing blast. I get to add my spell modifier or bonus to it. Check.
It should be a modifier, I believe.
I think so too.
What kind of damage is
I do charisma modifier.
Eldritch Blast?
It's force damage.
Okay.
So it is the modifier. So it's 6 force damage to that space.
Okay.
And I don't know if the repelling part would work in tandem with it or not, but it does say for Eldritch Blast, object or creature.
Yeah. What does repelling do?
Pushes them back, yeah.
Yeah, it kicks it back 10 feet.
Okay. Is it a throw, or is it just if it hits? Do I get
Repelling Blast specifically says when you hit a larger, smaller creature, so that wouldn't work for this. But the Agonizing Blast, I think, does.
Okay.
Yeah, Agonizing Blast does work.
So you do 6 damage with force. Mm-hmm. You open a sort of smaller-ish hole. It's
Okay.
It's about 1.5 to 2 feet by 2 feet.
Can I get through it?
It's gonna eat up half your movement.
Okay, I've moved 15 feet. Let's see how far. Oh no! All right. Where's the arrow? Just to see how far I can go. This is 10. I can't quite get through.
Okay.
May I
Okay, so
suggest you don't go halfway and get stuck? That seems bad.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna just roll advantage for the second beam to see
Okay.
if I can get through it. That's not great. So
If it's a 1, it's not gonna hit. Anything else, it will. If it's a 20,
Okay,
you'll
it's
do
a-
double damage.
it's a 14 after.
So you
bonus.
hit it. You hit it.
Okay.
You're just rolling
So-
to see if a crit happens.
Yeah, and then D10. That's a 9 plus 5, so 14 damage on that one.
Beautiful. The first hole was small. You now have a big hole. It's many feet wide.
Okay.
It's like 7. No, it's like 7 by 7.
Okay. Now she goes through. And I'll go this way, so
So you're just on the
Others
other
can come
side of
through.
it. You're just on
yeah,
the other
I'm
side.
just on the other side waiting.
You're gonna have everyone else is gonna who decides to go through will have a little bit more time because it's closing.
Mm-hmm.
It's closing at a slightly faster rate, but it's a bigger hole.
Wood, we have a big hole over here.
I did yell to him.
And it is
did
Wood.
he didn't hear
I
me.
think he should know.
It is Wood's turn.
Wood just looks at the arrangement of stuff and just sighs, just... Fine, we will do the unwise choice. We'll
Bear
bonus action, shift into giant spider form. From the body of this terror bird, 8 legs suddenly burst out from the inside, ripping free of the chest and feathers. And this enormous bulbous body comes last. So just large, wiggly tarantula on very thin, pointed, knife-like legs, called a knife spider. It's a giant knife spider to people in the region. And has a climb speed of 40. And you said the wall was 20 feet tall?
I said many, sir.
For us, the humans.
Yes, 20 feet.
Because I have movement speed expressed in numbers.
Yes. Numbers, what are
So
those?
I can go 60 and jump off the side here. And I will fall 20 feet on the other side of this wall.
Okay.
That's movement and dash. As part of that movement, I have a 12-foot horizontal jump because of the strength 12 for the spider.
Your action was.
I have the jump calculator. Yep.
Your action was.
Action was to dash, but jump
And your
is part
bonus
of
action
movement.
was. Do you get a bonus action wild shape change?
Wild shape is a bonus action.
It is. Okay. I know that for moon druids. I just haven't played a land druid yet.
It's just in the default description of wild shape.
Okay. Awesome. As you land, you are now in the area of the reddish bulbs.
If I could eat one as an object interaction, I will do so.
As you, this spider tumbles down. The reddish bulbs, they kind of look like they're passion fruit sized. So if you've never seen a passion fruit, it's a little bit larger than it's somewhere between the avocado pit and the avocado. It's a little bit bigger than that. They are orangish red, like the color of fire, and they're sort of translucent. And as you pass the ones going down and land, and especially reach to, they begin to glow brighter. And there's a slow pulse that seems to be speeding up. So it's like... Ooh.
Oh, bad magic. Back away.
Is it bad or do you just not understand it? She yells.
Is it bad in that it does not taste good? Because I also want to eat it.
All of the magic here is bad.
Rude.
It is made by something bad.
That's exactly what she said.
You can make a check. We'll do that next.
No, I'm not going to make a check.
Okay.
This is clearly bad.
Okay, we now go to Moist.
I love stubborn.
Alright.
Great.
So first question, does Ray of Frost shoot a little ice bolt?
What does it say?
Great question.
I also believe I should take some falling damage because I fell 20 feet.
Do you take, as a spider, would you take that?
There's nothing that says spiders don't take falling damage.
You're right.
Ain't nothing in this rule
It
book.
is spider climb, not spider fall.
All right.
Spider float.
You'd get a D6 because 10 feet you get for free. It's 20 feet, so you get a D6. You take 2 points of falling damage.
Okay.
I didn't want to charge a spider with that though. It just seems wrong.
Look, they
This
are
is a
known for
massive
falling.
spider.
They are known for falling down, getting up again, and then climbing again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say you have
Those are
resistance
small-
to
those
that.
are those are itty bitty spiders, though.
Tell you what, we'll say you have resistance to that, so it's 1 damage.
Okay.
If it's larger than 10 minis, we'll take
Look,
not.
we're
you don't have
we're
resistance.
level 5. Nothing has hurt us so far. I am fine.
Yeah.
So I've checked the book. It's a frigid beam of light. So that's lame. I mean, it's not going to be physically a problem for me to get through this hole. So I'm going to try and do something fun beforehand. So the spider was able to just climb up, right?
The spider did, yes.
So great news. I have another racial feat called Ooze Climb. Your gummy fingers help you cling to walls. Climbing no longer costs you extra movement. Can I just adhere to the wall and shimmy my way up?
As Moist does this, their gooey, sticky body sort of just starts accumulating foliage, deadish vines and leaves and bits of twigs. By the time you get to the top, you're literally covered. It's like rolling ice cream in sprinkles.
I don't know how I feel about this new fashion look. And
What?
so, yeah, and the walls are about, what, 12 feet apart?
Is that what it says? Yeah. They're different in different spots, so if you take a measurement and that's what it says, then I will believe you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna join Goose up top, but then I'm going to extend my legs to double their length, so that hopefully that means that I can just kind of step across, and if that's not enough, I can in fact double my jump distance by having my density.
Oh my god.
So I would like to just have a fun little jaunt up top the top of these walls, because Moist is bored now.
You can actually join me.
Roll. I don't think you would. It's just regular movement, and you're a blob. So
A sentient one.
yeah. So I'm not going to require a check, but the vines are, and then as they squeeze, you could probably they sort of. I can't imagine squeezing, grasping vines, grasping at the ooze that can change its shape, will really catch you, but it will slow you down. So I will. It's not going to be a full difficult terrain, but let's do a third of your movement. You're just slowed down by the constant grasping of vines. You know what?
That
We
makes
should roll a
sense.
check.
Okay.
We should roll a check for this. Roll a dexterity, or unless you're muscling through, saving. throw.
In no world am I muscling through. I ain't got no muscles. Oof, dexterity is bad. That is a 4.
Okay, so yeah, your movement is reduced. I want to say still 75%. They're just squeezing you, so it's extra concentration on your body mass to just maintain as you're being constantly squozed by vines trying to grab you.
So if it's 75%, extending my legs gives me an extra 10 feet of movement, which makes it 40. So will it go back to 30?
It will go back to 30.
Fantastic.
So where do you end up with that? Oh, is that where you
It
are?
was 12 feet to get up here. Yeah. Well, it was 12 feet to get up to Gummas, and then we were figuring
It's
out
20,
how much
20
we
they're
were,
20
so-
feet up.
It's 20 feet up,
Oh,
12
right,
feet
right.
of 12 feet
20,
of
so that gives
ground
me
space.
10.
So you're on top of the
So
wall. You're
I will
essentially
move-
on top next to Gummas.
Yeah. I'll walk forward 10 feet, basically.
Okay.
Wiggle. I sound like laminated paper.
Okay.
You still have a dash action if you want to go farther.
Oh, yeah, I do.
That's true.
I wish I could see what was ahead, but there's this weird black dot in my eyes. I don't know where this came from.
The day star.
From bad magic.
The star is not magic.
No. The star's up there. The dot is here. Anyway, I'm gonna take a dash action to just kind of stand on top of where wood is. How do I get the arrow? How do you get the arrow, like, actually? Well, I definitely have enough movement. Oh, there it is. There.
Yeah.
I'll just be like, here. Hello.
Beautiful.
If
Beautiful.
anyone else needs help, I can
The
make my
s-
arms really long, but I can't pull you up.
You also see that the bulbs on this side are glowing and pulsing.
Oh, object interaction to eat it?
What?
Object interaction to eat it?
Okay. You touch it and it is hot. It's so hot that your ooze begins to bubble, like it's sizzling when you touch it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna roll a Is that Constitution? Let's roll a Constitution saving throw.
Yeah. I mean, the half oozes are always hungry because of how much energy it takes to run this shambling mass of a body. 13? Oh, wait, no, wait. Did you say Dex or Con?
Con.
Okay, that's better. 15.
15? You succeed. You're not, you'll take half the damage. You'll take 2 fire damage at this point from
That sounds right.
this burning bulbous fruit. As you put it into your ooze, wait, when it burns your hand, do you continue to swallow it?
I mean, I'm curious at this point what it'll do.
Okay, so as it gets to Ooze's esophageal area, where his esophagus would be, you feel it just kind of like sitting in there and sort of sizzling and kind of melting its way down, giving you some serious acid indigestion.
Is this what heartburn feels like if you have a heart?
This is serious heartburn.
Hopefully that helps with the caloric intake for the day.
All right,
but
so-
otherwise, I just had a new experience, and that is the wonder of life.
It's also you also notice that within you it's pulsing faster.
This will have no consequences. I don't know.
Okay. Okay. Does anybody run a roll, a nature or survival check? Oh, you didn't. The druid did not do this. He's specifically said it's bad magic. So
Yes.
you are a wizard. I will allow history.
Yeah, let's tell. I mean, this is post-consumption.
Post-consumption.
So maybe dirty 20.
As an afterthought,
Hindsight
you remember reading
amazing.
and learning, not necessarily reading because it's not written down, but hearing stories as Moist is constantly seeking stories and seeking knowledge. It's how they became a wizard, I assume. Hearing the songs of the elders, you did you remember just now hearing about lava bulbs. Which normally just produce a sort of gelatinous magma that does produce like a obsidian type seed eventually, which is sometimes used for magical arrow tips. But when they are on the vine, if something approaches them and they sense something near, they begin to pulse and eventually will explode and spew out their magma-is gelatinous interior. And you have...
I'm on a time limit.
Yeah, you have just over many seconds.
Okay, my next turn is going to be running as far as I can on the wall and then puking on whatever's below us.
Reasonable.
Great. It's like the dynamite tree, but real.
So
I mean,
Moist,
but magic.
so Moist, that does conclude. Unless you have anything else.
That's good.
Okay. Let's go to Gummas.
Alrighty. So people are busting through. So Gummas is honestly just going to like run along to the center. Do I need to roll an athletic? No, it's not letting me.
You can roll athletics or acrobatics to stay on the wall since you're the one actually running. You're not an ooze clinging to it.
Yep. I will roll acrobatics.
First, before you do that, would you please roll either dexterity saving throw or strength saving throw to avoid being grasped by the vines?
Yep. Okay. Dex saving throw.
And I should have done this for Ia, but we'll do that at the top of her next turn.
It's going to be a 16.
You just meet it and beat it, so you are not grappled by these grasping vines.
Excellent. So Gummas is going to run. Yeah, like you use his action to dash all the way up to. Looks like he can get up to here, and have like 10 feet of play in case he needs to fall back for whatever reason.
Okay. The vines beneath your feet also begin to, the bulbs start glowing and pulsing at a rather slow rate at this point.
Not ominous at all.
Do you want to do a perception check? I guess if you're at that corner, let me show you what you see.
Yep.
No. Why
And-
is it not showing me the thing?
Can you throw in like a blank like token for my echo?
Yes, I can. That would require, you know what? Let me add... Boom!
Excellent.
Where would you like it? Just ping it. If you can you grab it and control it? I don't know if you can.
I cannot, but it was here, so I'm going to have it run like 30 feet. So yeah, I mean that's probably a pretty good spot for it if
Okay.
that's 30 feet.
Okay, so it's on this wall. Being non-corporeal, so it's completely not corporeal.
Well, it's like it's not an object. It's like it's an echo that's not really there, but it's kind of like a ghost where like if something swings at it, it can get hit, but it can't be like grappled. So like if it takes damage, it goes away. It fades away. But yeah, if it can't be like restrained.
Copy. I would say it's not activating the lava bulbs when it's moving. When it's resting, those around it slowly begin to pulse. So it didn't activate the ones down the wall, it's just the one it's particularly on top of.
I see.
Does that make sense?
I think so. So both me and my shadow have activated bombs.
Yeah, I mean, if it can take damage, like if you're telling me like it can take damage, then it makes sense to me that it could also trigger a damaging effect. And unless I'm willing to entertain other thoughts on that.
I mean, no, it can cause force, so it can definitely move and affect the flowers if that's what triggers it.
Yeah, totally. That's exactly right. Let me see if this works. You're not going through the maze, so let's reveal all. Okay. So what you
That
see...
maze.
I'm sorry, what?
That maze. We're Bear Clan.
Hey, I copied this maze off of a Honey Nut Cheerios box. So what you see before you is an open area that's about 10 minis, 100 feet across. You do see the sort of opposite end of where you're coming through. You do see this Tricerataur and the undead mammoth. And the Tricerataur is busy. He's has the mammoth wrapped around his soul shard. The mammoth's trunk is wrapped around that, and they're moving up and down. You can't necessarily, because they're on the other end of 100 feet, you just see those blobs over there sort of moving around in one spot.
Okay.
But they are at the opposite end of the circle from you.
How close is Gummas to any of the glowing
You're
things?
standing on top of bulbs.
Cool.
Yeah.
I have 10 feet of movement. Is there any place within 10 feet that is not within?
No, all the bulbs in this area, all the shrubbery in this area is, I mean, you could fall to the other side or to the ground. If you fell to the other side, you'd be in there with the Tricerataur or the mammoth by yourself, and you can see where your team is and how long it might take them to join you. If you fall with your team on the team side of the wall, you'll be with your team. You'll take a little bit of fall damage, and you won't be alone, but yeah, you'll still be in the kill zone of these bulbs.
Let's be a team player. Gummas is going to duck backwards. He is going to He has 10 feet, so can he like partially climb down?
Yes, he can partially climb down the wall. Let's do. You can take your pick, acrobatics or athletics for that as well.
That's gonna be acrobatics. +8. 12.
12. So you get halfway down the wall. You're triggering the bulbs as you go.
Uh-oh.
And do you want to? If you got this far, you could theoretically drop the rest of your damage, and then drop the rest of the fall. And it's only 10 feet, so you won't take damage on that.
Yep, just drop on down.
Yeah, and you'll start your turn sort of landing at the bottom, and we'll roll a check to see if you land prone or not. Doopy-doo. That's not what I wanted. And now we cut to... Yeah! Please start off. The vines around you when you came through, the vines on the other side, they have lashed out. Would you please roll a dexterity saving throw?
Okay. I do not have anyone within 5 feet of me, and this is not an attack. My dex save is a +2. Oh, Lord. No. 11.
11. No, yes, you are indeed. The vines have reached out and grabbed you.
Great.
And you're literally not the 7 feet by 7 foot hole behind you, but the wall in front of you sort of sucked you onto that. At the end of your turn, you can make a strength save to get out.
Can I try and attack the vine to get out instead?
You can
or
attack
is
with
it...
you can attack with disadvantage.
Okay. Let me see here. If no one is within 5 feet, I would be hitting with disadvantage. I'd like to see... Now, could I use a spell? Or... No.
Do you need somatic components for the spell? If it's verbal components, yes. But your arms are restrained. So... anything that would require... the way spellcasters usually do things in Planegea is imagine sort of a dance movement ritual.
Yeah, especially what she does. Yeah, that's her vibe.
So if you can't move, you can't perform a somatic.
Right. I don't think I can.
Okay.
The thing that I have that are somatic... The thing that I have that are somatic are not going to help me. And I'm starting to hear myself again.
Yeah, that's weird. I hear it too.
Okay. So I will roll with... disadvantage for a dagger, I guess, to try and get... Well, I'll take the save. I'll take the strength save. It's a -1.
Okay.
I don't think I'm getting out of this, y'all.
-1 was the total?
No,
Okay.
I rolled a 12, so that's an 11. I don't know.
You are still restrained.
She starts complaining about this is not the ideal condition for being bound. She's like, I hate this. She starts just thrashing against it.
Do you
communicate? You mean that was a bad idea?
Do you communicate to anybody? I'm gonna
shut the ever-loving hell up. Hit it with some fire or radiant, please.
I have great news on what we can do to cause fire.
Please.
Speaking of the bulbs on the other side of you, just around where... Oh, we haven't reached the end of the round yet. So that's happening. We see continuously these bulbs around you are starting to pulse. Not on Ia's side, but on the other side of where Ia is, they're pulsing. It's becoming a regular multi-strobe event. And we move on to wood. You know, since you're out there, let me do...
So, I see all these ominous-looking fruits. Could I just slash at them with my knife legs and try to pop them?
Yes. If that's what you really... Yes. Would
Yep,
you
I
like
just
to
wanna go
roll
like-
an insight or nature check before you do that at all?
Sure, I'll roll nature. I'll roll it. I have a 12 plus stuff. My nature is okay.
And imagine being a druid.
15 total.
Okay, you succeed, and you know that once these things start to pulse, like if you cut them and they make an impact, they're essentially going to blow up on impact.
Good. That's the desire. That's what I wanted to have happen.
Okay, good.
So that they can make a hole in that wall for her.
Okay, good. So, yeah, go ahead and describe how you do this.
So, just the spider just leans back, just it like wobbles back and sits on its whatever the spinnerets, just wobbles backwards, and then 4 front legs just stab at the fruits, getting absolutely covered in all of this burning sticky juice. But hoping that he can blow a hole in the wall that she could get through. If I could pull her out after, I would do so. But I don't know the limits of that stuff.
Or if it by chance burns away what
exactly
those specific vines. Yeah, that's cool. I'll take the damage. That's fine.
Yeah, I'm willing to take the damage too.
Okay, so
I will willingly fail the dexterity save. Just to guarantee that it gets her out.
How many attacks? How many attacks are you making on the stuff?
I only get 1 attack.
Okay, roll the attack. Let's see if you crit. You're gonna hit it no matter what, but let's see if you crit. Because
yes, I actually did.
Yeah.
Fail or succeed.
All right, red and green dice.
Fail or succeed.
I crit.
Okay, good. Because you could crit fail. Just so beautiful. You manage, you know that scene in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 where Raph removes all the bells and the smoke?
Yes, it's the opposite of that.
Yes, but because you did crit 20, they essentially land a lot of, you're cutting them in a way that is super smooth. So they're not necessarily, it's going to give you guys advantage on the dexterity save that's coming when these things hit the ground and do indeed explode exactly where you want them.
I will say, I hate to contradict a DM. I am not being smooth or dexterous or artful about this. I am smashing into them.
Okay, fine.
I will
tell you what, it does grant advantage because you're doing this damage strictly to yourself. When Ia rolls, she'll have advantage. You will take this regular.
That I am very happy with.
I can fix him.
That is in character. That is in character, fitting to me.
So as you cut off the bulbs in front of you, you create essentially a space that's about a body width wide. A body width wide. And in that space, roll a luck check. Let's say 2d6. Well, what's the damn? Oh wait, but yeah, roll 2d6.
2, 3.
2, 3. Okay. So we will add, and then roll your damage with your attack, please.
Uh, 4 plus 3, 7.
7.
And I also add poison. Oh, no, I'm doing this stabby. I don't think poison damage makes sense.
Okay. So you get a total of 10.
Really, okay. Normally this does a d4 plus 3 and then 2d4 poison. Could I just do this as slashing damage? Because I'm not really doing a poison.
Yes, do this as slashing damage.
All right, so 3.
That's exactly what it would be with your knife like
6, 7. So that goes to 10 slashing damage total.
10 slashing damage. With the plus 3 from your luck check, you're gonna get 13 lava bulbs to drop directly in front of you. Because they're all landing in one space, you are going to make a dexterity saving throw One time only. I would bust out my box of dew.
Yeah.
19 plus 2.
Okay, you are going to take half damage. Ia, your turn to roll the same dexterity saving throw. You get advantage.
Okay. I have a +2 to dex, and I dropped a die, so now I'm going for this one. No. With advantage, that's a 7.
Oh, and you probably shouldn't have had advantage. You should have probably just rolled it flat since you got advantage from him, but disadvantage from being
separate
bound.
it and roll it flat again, but I
No,
don't know
it's
Already at a 7.
yeah, already a
how much.
7.
I don't know how much worse I'm gonna get. It's fine. She is loudly
Wow.
complaining, to be fair, and thrashing. Like,
This is not an ambush.
So many ones.
she'll take it. She's made of starfire. She'll survive, I think.
29 points of burning damage, fire damage. You will take half of that because
Okay.
you passed your dexterity saving throw.
14. Okay.
How many people have gotten that radius?
Everyone in 5 feet. So you guys, because they all fell in that one spot, it's just a 5 foot radius right there.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a bunch. You did punch a hole. You did punch a hole through that area that's essentially humanoid size, but it totally like catches fire and blows up directly in front of you, and you're essentially tied face first to this wall.
Oh, my back isn't to it. My face is to it.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, you came through the wall, and the vine in front of you grabbed you and pulled you forward.
Okay. Yeah, so she's just like, I hate this. What her friends see when this is burned away is just her hands are still like this, and she just goes. She, like, cracks
You
her
should be
wrist.
careful.
After doing that, you say that.
Honestly, thank you. I'm not gonna be careful, but thank you.
I know.
Watching you makes me feel better about my own actions.
That was all my D4s.
Nice.
I now know how many I have exactly.
I am still alive, so.
Awesome.
I'm at 53, so I'm good.
Wait, you're
Yeah,
at 53 after taking that?
Yeah.
My max is
I-
less than that. That's
I have
fucked up.
20 constitution.
Because
Alright.
druids,
Okay, no.
the HP of wild shape is based on constitution now.
No, it's based on your druid level.
Is it?
You get temp HP equal to your druid level,
times
but
three.
you can stay in your wild shape form. So even if you run out of temp HP, you still stay in the wild shape. It just goes
So
to
you
your
have-
normal pool of hit points.
Yeah, so you have 15 temp HP, plus another 10 from the aid.
Awesome. But yeah, I'd imagine you'd. Good on you for having 20 constitution. Okay.
Every druid needs that.
So that happens. You have been lit up in flames, Hannah. Moist?
Can I just pull her through?
Yes, you can pull her. You can pull her through. Do you say anything to? Oh, you already did. I'm sorry.
I
Moist.
did.
To be careful, I said no.
Moist.
So I saw all of that, and it doesn't bode extremely well. But I don't have internal organs, so maybe because it's 1 and not 13, I won't die on the spot.
Can you? I'm thinking like Odo, like an ooze. Can you move your body? Can you? Do you want to see if you can move your body around it like an object?
Can you expel it from your body?
Just straight up plunging my
Through
hand
one of
into
your
my stomach and
orifices?
pulling it out?
I mean, yeah, or like the way you'd move around a small object, your ooze, like just ooze around it, like an amoeba would unooze itself from something it's surrounded.
I'm certainly willing to try. I do want to get a good look-see at what's in the inner circle, though, first.
Okay.
Because curiosity beats survival every time. That is within my movement if I stay stretched.
Okay.
So just goofy as like the legs are what 5-6 feet long now, just wiggling my way across, trying to jostle out this burning lava flower. What do I see down there?
Roll a perception check.
With disadvantage?
Oh yeah, with disadvantage.
Oh, cool. That one.
You see what looks like, and it's hard to tell, is a bright golden ring that's like taking up your center of your vision. It's a bright golden ring with like a dark spot in the middle. And on your peripheral, you see vines and glowing bulbs.
They're
If you
casting some kind of spell down there. There's a giant ring.
if you turn like this, you notice that the ring stays where you're looking barely, and that is confusing you.
I do not know what magic this could be. All right, so
Evil man.
in that case, I'm just going to try and root around my organs, or lack thereof, and throw the lava flower just blindly into the darkness inside that green circle.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a survival check. Because it's your own body, I'm going to say you do this every day. Regardless, for this round, while it's in you, you're still going to take 4 burning damage.
That is fair. All right, just flat survival. 11.
You get it out. Like, you've done this before with things that you don't digest. Like a rock, you've put a rock in there. You've done this
for
before.
sure.
It's just damaging a little bit.
You live and you learn. Like ooze is melting off of my fingers as I hold it.
And like,
all right, well,
you see the smoke sizzling into the air, and it's literally like dropping like an egg or butter on a sizzling skillet just in your hand.
good lord, I am lubricated. Okay, and I just
Moist?
kind of
You think
lob it.
moist? Would it be lubricated?
There's many synonyms.
People are
for
gonna
that.
hate that I have to. You never have to say it. You never have to say this horrible thing you're making me say with the question mark. Moist?
I hate this and love this so much. It's fucking hilarious.
I set out to make a horrible creature and I succeeded.
Yes.
But yeah, is it? I don't even know. Would it be an attack roll or would it just be luck to throw it in there and see what happens?
I mean, it's just expelling something. You did it. You did it. The 11 gets you that. You get it out. You throw it. Are you trying to hit something specific in the dark ring before you?
Well, I don't know if there's anything in there, but I'm assuming that this is where the evil sorcerer is. So maybe I will try and hit the sorcerer.
Okay.
Completely blind.
Well, I would. It's a more than disadvantage because they are at a distance and you are throwing blind, but you know they're there. So roll it with disadvantage and see what happens. Oh, and add your throwing modifier, whatever you're throwing.
I guess that'd be Dex. I don't know if I'm proficient in this. Maybe I am.
It would have
Oh
was.
man!
It's probably an improvised weapon.
If one of the dice is a nat 20, but in total that's 6.
Oh. So you throw it. It doesn't go far because of how sticky you are. As you throw it, and because it's sort of sizzling, you notice that your ooze stretches to its absolute maximum as it's sort of stuck to, and eventually it'll pop off.
Just like wiggling my arm, like
Yeah.
if you have a piece of tape stuck to you, trying to get it off.
Like the abyss tentacle, as it extends and like it comes back flat, and you have to form your fingers again. And it's almost
Fantastic.
your hand is you don't know how, but your hand is angry with you.
I understand. I would be upset too. As a bonus action, I'm going to end my stretching just so my armor class goes back to normal. And wait for my friends, I guess?
Okay, at the top.
I'm afraid to jump down and take more damage. I'm not exactly robust.
Okay. In that case, that's where you conclude your turn. You notice as we roll to Susan. No, you don't have a question mark.
I was pulled through, right?
You were pulled through. Yes, he did pull you,
Okay,
grab you, and pull you
I'm-
through. We are going to go. That was Moist. We're going to Gummas. I don't know why I wrote your real name. I should have wrote Gummas.
All right. So Moist is above me on the wall,
Hello.
and the plants are not exploding.
It takes about 10 to 15 seconds for them to explode based on someone else's check. So this is at the end of this round, these ones will start to explode. The ones next to wood are about to explode. Like they're exploding this round.
The ones Moist are standing on, I triggered those last round.
Yeah, so at the end
I did not realize. I thought I triggered them.
So yes, it takes 2 rounds. So after 2 rounds are going to blow up on this one.
Okay, I suppose it's too late to jump down.
No, it's not too late to jump down. No.
I would.
I got you, little guy.
Trigger them.
Oh yeah. Are you? What side are you jumping on? That is a good.
I would like to land as near to Gummas as possible. That may include on top.
Yeah.
Can I try and catch him?
Yes, you totally can try to catch him.
Is that athletics or
Maybe.
acrobatics?
Sell me on the one you want it to be. I'm tempted to say it's gonna be well, he's a slime. He's
You gotta be fast to grab a slime.
So roll a dexterity acrobatics.
Okay.
Do I roll, or am I just like putting my
You're
faith in
essentially
him?
falling, and the damage
Okay.
you take will be based on his check.
I got a
Rolling
15
it right.
total.
Okay, so here's what happens. You don't take any damage. You do sort of land, and like you're in his arms, but like also his head, and you're just gonna move around his shoulders, and like you landed sort of sideways, and your body just wraps around it. But none of you take any damage. You manage to like sort of stick your way.
No physical damage. We
No
may know each other a bit too well now, though.
No physical damage. You're all gonna get to go, and at the end, between this round and next, some explosions will start to happen.
Cool.
So that was the end of Moist's turn. Now we're back on to Gummas. You now have that. We'll call that your reaction. You
Yep.
now have him in your arms and head, and like sort of folded around your body. Some are under
Yep.
your horns, wrapped under your horns.
So it's like when you pick up like a
monstrous and powerful. Thank you for this.
big cat and they just kind of like melt all over the top of your torso.
Yeah, you picked up an ooze person. An ooze person fell on you from 10 feet.
Cool. So I look at Moist and I say, "Hey, little buddy, what did you see when you were up there? Is that creepy like Triceratops still like on the far end?"
No, but there's a terrible black hole with a golden ring around it. We must be prepared for anything.
Oh man, he's got to be doing some kind of weird dark magic.
Must be. It was like they were making a second day star.
All right, so we need to get in there. So Gummas is just going to carrying Moist the entire way, just kind of run, like move and then dash over to this corner right here, and like
Okay.
trying to not trigger any flowers along the way, or is that not really an option?
You will trigger them, but you know there'll be at least 2 rounds before those explode.
Okay, so leaving a path in my wake. So I get to here. I have like 15 feet of movement left. What do I see inside?
Sort of. Well, let me switch maps. That's the best way to describe this. So you see a roundish area, and you see sort of over in this area. You can see this all, right? Right? You can see this? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you see to the sort of 9 o'clock of a giant 100-foot in diameter area, you see the Tricerataur is sort of... Let's see a perception check, actually. I should do that first.
Okay. This will be +3.
Okay.
Rolling. A solid 10.
Okay. So again, you can see sort of a general movement with the creating a sort of dust with a repetitious movement with dust coming from the undead mammoth and the Tricerataur, which is a standing 20-foot tall Triceratops with a commanding... what was his like purple soul shard, like a giant kind of a war hammer, but a big bulbous crystal. The mammoth is using that to hit the ground and creating a dust, and there's like a commotion that you can't necessarily pick out what's happening in the commotion, but it's a repetitious movement on behalf of the mammoth being controlled by the Tricerataur. You also see... I keep trying to control the map on OBS. You see...
New Jersey.
Looks like Florida to me.
It does kind of look like Florida.
Look like Florida.
That's how bad it is.
There's something else I think.
Yeah,
it
we're
looks
screwed.
like,
Oh,
That's not.
let's not do that. Okay.
The swiftness with which I said let's not.
There we go. That's more like it.
Okay, yeah.
So you see a giant puddle of liquid that is murky, and just sort of like chilling there. But yeah, a murky liquid puddle
Okay.
that you
Oh,
can't necessarily see through, but that's because it's murky.
Well, Gummas still has 15 feet of movement, so he's going to like duck inside as far as he can go. Then he's going to send his echo to go from the far wall kind of as far in as he can.
Okay. So, let me add you to this map. Alright, so you guys are going to be entering right about here. I was going to put you on the other side, but you went through the wall, so let's put you where you would come through the wall.
Okay.
So you're right about there when you said you're coming 15 feet.
Yeah.
You can control yourself.
I'm not going into the liquid.
Okay, so yeah, control yourself.
Okay. I also have moist. I'm carrying moist.
Oh, let me add moist. You're right.
But I'll just kind of move myself. I'll move to right here on like the far side, and then would my shadow or my echo kind of be about here?
Let me put your echo in there, and you. I'm sorry. Ping where you want your echo.
Like, let's go here.
Okay. Doobie doobie.
And that will be me.
That will be you. Okay. So behind the puddle, you see that the accursed Tricerataur has reanimated the remains of the mammoth, and the Tricerataur, which I can try to remind everybody what that looks like. This guy next to me.
show the art. Show the art.
I showed the art. The art's being shown. The art's next to me this whole time. What you see is we're gonna go from Gummas. You just got to the end of your movement, and you did a perception check. Have you done the perception check? Is that the one you got a 10 on?
Yeah.
Okay. And we are going to tell you what you get at the end of this round. Next, we're going to go with... Well, I mean, okay. You do see... I'll tell you what you do see for free. Or for that 10. You see
That's
the puddle.
not nothing?
You see the puddle, obviously, before you. Up close. And The accursed Tricerataur has reanimated the remains of a mammoth, which sounds the charge. The Tricerataur is wielding. He sort of takes back his soul shard. He takes back the soul shard, and he said, curses you, foolish Bear Clan, always the first to rush in.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Your souls will be added to my soul shard, and you shall help me raise Shardak. And he sounds the charge, and the Tricerataur is now wielding an odd-shaped hammer that is made predominantly of a huge glowing crystal in the shape of a 6-foot drop of liquid. Of the bulbous end and a point at the other, with a bulbous end and the point at the other. And he's sending forth. You see, he's sending, aiming at you and sort of commanding the mammoth to go, to start moving. And to do so, the mammoth is going to hand back the soul shard. And the Tricerataur continues to be. All right, done with those. Hammering the crystal down on the ground. At you can see what looks like all the bat faces. All the bat faces seem to be on the ground at the foot of the Tricerataur, and it's just onto the bat faces. And the soul shard is glowing. You can't tell with what yet. You just know that it's sort of glowing in the middle. And next in the lineup, we are going to go to Ia. Ia is.
Let's see where I'm at.
Oh, you, sir, you are still on the other map. Let me go back.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten through.
So, there is now an opening. Oh no, he jumped down. He ran around, so there's not an opening. You see that at the end of this round, all of these are going to start to go kablooey.
Yep. Okay. Bonus action. I have for being a celestial, having a celestial patron, I have healing light. I can channel celestial energy to heal wound. I have a pool of d6 to fuel this. It's equal to 1 plus my warlock level, so I have 6 of them. As a bonus action, I can heal myself or a creature I can see within 60 feet. I'm choosing myself at the moment. I can spend up to my charisma modifier. I can spend 5. I'm spending 4. Roll the dice you expend. Restore a number equal to the total. And my hit die are d8s, I believe. Double checking. Warlock, d8. Okay. What? Yeah, it was a pool of d6. No. Okay. 2. Let's find 2 more. Excuse me 1 second. I need this to be good.
Yep, you do. You got hit hard.
Alright, 5, 8, 10, 11. Not great. But that's better than it was.
What does this look like as you do this?
The constellations across her body, because in Planegea the Pact of the Tome is Pact of the Scar, all of her invocations are, in general, all of her invocations are these, like, scarifications across her body that are, they look like scars, but they're glowing, and they move across her body in time with, like, the movement of the celestial bodies above. So all of those just glow brighter, and it's like constellations and whatnot. They just glow brighter until it looks like her skin is dim, and there's just almost white light, white silvery. Looks like liquid silver, but we don't have metal here. So just white, hot starlight is just glowing through, and it's just healing the burns that are across her. It does a decent job. She's not fully healed, but it does a decent job.
Okay.
So that's 19 plus 11 is 30.
And Starlings they automatically are constantly producing, they're shedding light in like a controllable radius, like 10 to something
Yep.
feet.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check the specific on it, but it's Starling 5 to 20 feet.
5 to 20 feet.
You can alter it as a bonus action. It's permanent, but a layer of clothing is sufficient to block it. So where her cloak is and where her like top and skirt are, it's covered, but the rest of her, it still glows for about, it's daytime. It glows. It would be 20 feet if it's dark, but it glows. She doesn't dim herself. Let's be serious.
In the Eclipse, this does almost twice as much, and it's sort of as if the flash of light is like a lightning bolt bursting without pain or anything, just a bright radiance that silhouettes wood against the wall behind.
Yeah, I do think it starts off a little slow in the center and then it just goes like out. But it does its thing and she's healed up pretty well. I still have 2 die I can spend at a later time.
Awesome. What are you doing, movement or bonus action wise? Or what that had to have been action?
No, that was a bonus action.
Wow, cool.
The coolest shit. The healing light. It says as a bonus action for the subclass feature, and this is the 2024.
Sweet,
Warlock.
sweet. So what's the rest of your turn look like?
That's her bonus action. She has 30 feet of movement. I'm going to go. I'm to see how far I can get. Alright, so I can go. Cut it real close here to 13. And then 17, I think. Yeah, 13 and 17. That's 30 feet of movement.
Awesome.
So I'm going to go there. And then that's my movement. For my action, I'm going to dash.
Beautiful.
And go another 30 feet. I can get right there. That's as close as I can get with 30 feet.
Beautiful.
But that's what I'm doing. That's my turn.
So like a shooting star
ass.
across the midnight sky, except right in front of you. Thank you, Jack. Jack, you got that?
I got it.
You literally burst of light and then zoom like a comet, almost reminiscent of when you, the star yourself, fell to this planet. It gives you that same kind of vibe, that range of motion and light.
Yeah, that same like kind of maximum velocity, like terminal velocity kind of thing. But that's the end of my movement. That's all I can do.
And
Movement or action and movement.
Now we are at Mr. Wood, son of Chree.
Okay. Wood takes a deep breath. Evil magic. Gotta kill it.
Simple
go forward.
and beautiful. He's a beautiful man, that Wood.
Yep. He keeps it simple, keeps it to the point.
Yeah, is just like, you mean this shit, right? The rest of this shit?
All of the magic here is evil magic. I don't know how I was unclear about that.
Roll a charisma saving throw. Roll a charisma saving throw, Mr. Wood.
8 plus not much.
What is this again?
7 total.
7 total. You have no idea why you've just offended Ia. But you have offended her. And feel free to roll anything if you can. No, Goose can't hear this.
He looks at the turtle drum thing on her hip. Evil magic.
Goose can't hear it, he can't see it, he may be able to smell it. We don't know.
So
We have no idea.
spider form. Go up 20 feet, over 5. Drop down on the other side.
As you move away, a fiery wall of magma starts popping. Like when popcorn starts and then begins to rumble and roar. All of this, the magma bulbs start popping in your wake, creating ooze spouts of fire. They split open and spew and explode, but you are it's right on your heels. Nothing's getting you. Except for, you're going over that wall?
Yeah, I go over the wall, drop down on the other side.
Okay, those will be exploding.
And I can move. I still have movement speed on the other side to move a little bit to the side.
Okay, so roll a dexterity saving throw.
15.
You succeed. So a total of 6 lava bulbs are going to explode.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you're going to take half the damage. That's 5, 13, 17. You're going to take 8 damage.
Okay.
Because those are the ones that Gummas was just standing on.
That's fine.
But you were successfully on the other side of the wall with your movement. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Yep. I can go partway down at an angle, so I can drop down without taking falling damage or landing prone. As no action, I will expend a first level spell slot to regain a use of wild shape. Bonus action to end this current wild shape. So from the back of this spider, there's the big swollen abdomen. There's a big crack, and all the legs shrivel up. And Wood just sort of rips it open with his hands and pulls the spider off of himself and just lets the exoskeleton drop to either side and just dust off a few spider innards from himself. There's a reason he's always sticky with various things.
It makes so much sense.
And we'll look around at the space he's now found himself in. Sees this big Tricerataur undead mammoth. Just nod. I was right. Evil magic. And my action will be to cast Call Lightning.
Awesome. Do you get what's the range on Call Lightning?
120 feet.
Awesome. And when you cast it, do you get to roll an attack with it, or is that next round?
I choose a point. I choose a point that I can see under the cloud. It is a 60-foot radius cloud, so it covers this whole area. And then I could attack a 5-foot, basically like a 10 by 10 square. You pick a point, then each creature within 5 feet has to make a dex save.
Wait, I forgot. Did Gummas and... You didn't go through the wall, right? Gummas ran with Moise around to the entrance?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, and then you got...
Oh, so where are we?
Yeah.
I actually screwed up. You should not be where you're at. You should be at... If you came in through the entrance, that's where you're at over there. So then, how much movement did you get once you got through? 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like 15 in. So we're probably...
From that point, where would you do your 15? And we'll put, as I add to the map?
I would have walked next to the water, probably this direction.
Yeah, something like that.
Close but not in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then ended up right around the wall there, and then you went over the wall. Are you saying with your spider you went over and down?
Yep.
Okay.
So I should be right up around here.
Real action movie type shit.
Such a cool entrance, guys.
Completely ruined because it's a wet spider.
And then where would you like the shadow place, Mr. Gummas?
The shadow would have vanished at the end of my movement because it wasn't within 30 feet of me.
Okay. So I will move it over here for now. I don't think that's going to end up.
Yep.
Oh. Crap, I was not on the map feed for that. Okay, so.
We are now.
So yeah, this, I will, just to recap for people who just watched this, Gummas ended up being here carrying Moist. And then when Ia rounded the corner, she's right there. And climbing over the wall and down is Wood from that angle. And as you can see now, why don't you roll from... you're casting Call Lightning?
Yep.
Okay. What are you targeting?
I'm targeting right in the between these two guys on the end.
Okay. Is it an attack? It's an attack roll, right?
It's a saving throw.
Oh, okay.
5, 5, 9 for against 19 damage. And my DC is 16.
What is...
And it's a dex save.
Dex save.
And I dropped a die, so I have to duck off of camera really quick.
12. Okay.
So he drops down the other side, smiles. I was right. Evil magic. Holds up a hand, summons that big thunderstorm, and it just crackles and booms overhead. And he just slowly lowers his hand down. And when he gets his hand just completely outright, lightning strikes down at them.
Okay. We have the Tricerataur. No, I'm sorry. I rolled the... It would have hit the Mammoth first in order. So the Mammoth rolled an 11. The Tricerataur rolled an 18. They both had -1 to that roll.
So that is 19 and
18 and 11.
sorry, yeah, 8. Yeah, so that is 9, 5, 5. Yeah, 19 damage and 9 damage.
Okay, so the Mammoth is going to take 19 damage and then -9. You said for Okay. Moist, you have a turn.
Fantastic.
Unless are you done?
I'm done there. That was action, bonus action, movement. I did all my things.
Quick question: is the Tricerataur controlling the mammoth?
He is.
Okay, but it's not like a spell control. Okay.
Well, on his turn, he'll make that save.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so you might lose concentration on stuff now?
Yes, you hit him.
Nice. Okay.
Okay, can I go?
Yes, please, Moist. Moist,
Do
you have
know
just
how to
landed.
get-
You're still in the arms of Gummas. He's holding you. You're
I'm
kind
very
of
happy there.
Yes, you're kind of in a humanoid form, but it's kind of folded unnaturally around his head and horns and everything.
I'm like a headscarf, but creature.
Yeah.
Do you know how to make a cone on this website?
What is the what's the thingamabob? Cone. I should go to here.
While we're looking at that, I will just basically explain my idea. Is I have Rhymes binding ice, and I would love to see if I can shoot it. If I have a 30-foot cone, if I can get those two in it while also freezing a pathway over the purple goop, because I think we don't want to touch that in its current state.
So you're gonna try to do a cone on the purple goop. What is the?
It's
What's the range on the cone?
It's a 30-foot cone emanating from me, so I might need to wriggle out and see if there's a place I can stand that is within 30 feet of those two, but being on this side of...
I do see how you can make a cone if you need one.
Please.
Okay, so click next to Butterfly Festival. You see the gear, the microphone, and then the little wand. Click the wand.
Yeah. Spell token.
And
Cone.
shape.
30.
How did you do that?
You do turn. Okay, so that's what 30 feet looks like, so that's unfortunate. Damn, those two are far.
Yes.
I think it's still worth doing, though, to freeze this over. And hopefully gives them issue coming after us. So I will still cast it to freeze this whole section, but I will stay within Gummas's protective arms.
Okay.
I got you, little buddy.
Okay. Go ahead and do such a thing. Do you roll damage, or how does this work?
It does damage, but I don't know that happens here. You have to make a saving throw. I don't know.
What is the saving throw?
It is a Constitution saving throw, but I'm just assuming that water would freeze.
That's if it's
Or
water.
liquid would freeze.
That's if it was water.
Mhm.
So what's a nat 20 get
Good lord.
get an undead dissolving awful? What's it called? The liquid ooze of doom?
The crawling awful.
Crawling awful.
Yeah, one of the threats from Planegea, the crawling awful. Love it. Love it.
Bad. Okay.
So you notice that when this casts across it, it's not a liquid per se, it's a viscous fluid that sort of moves and reacts to the ice beam and splits
that's a creature.
splits
It does still take
itself.
some damage, though.
Okay. Does take with a nat 20?
I mean, yeah, on a successful save, it just takes half as much damage and isn't frozen and trapped in the ice.
Okay.
Which is, I would have loved for this thing to be trapped, but I was like, so it's like, okay, I have an awesome plan. I'm gonna make a bridge. What is that? What is happening? Plus 4 is 10, plus 2 is 12, plus 5 is 17. Halved is 8 cold damage.
Okay. 8 cold damage. Okay.
Well, at least we know it's a person now.
So as you go, it starts to move out of the way, and just the very tips of it catch your ice and take the damage and sort of freeze in place. But also, as the ice sets in, it's like ice on top of acid, so it starts to sizzle. A sensation you felt recently.
I look at this. I'm like, interesting. Can I use my origin feat to bonus action Sacred Flame this thing? I don't want to be near it.
Pick. Yeah, is it is Sacred Flame a bonus action?
Using the feat I have, it can be thrice a day.
Okay, then yeah, let's roll. Do I roll or you roll?
You do the dexterity saving throw. The way that Moist does Sacred Flame is very different from how Ia does it. It's not sacred. I wriggle my hand at this thing, and then the markings on my skin, which wriggle like living things and move whenever I cast magic, just glow like a bioluminescent octopus, and I flash at it.
So
Stay down.
So, can you ping on the map where you're actually casting Sacred Flame? Like, what's the radius?
Yeah, let me check. Range is 60 feet. So it seems like the whole thing is moving, right? So just maybe like in that, yeah.
Okay, you cast Sacred Flame. It rolled with disadvantage and a -2. It rolled a total of 13.
God, I wish I could roll like that. It's not enough though.
It's not enough. So, how much damage does it take?
It is with the d8s go. It's 2d8 radiant damage. That's 6 plus 1 is 7 radiant.
7. So you make a 14-foot size hole in it.
I'm learning so many new things today.
And then,
Is that a creature?
That's a creature, and there's a hole in it now.
and there's now like a 14-foot size hole that's kind of singeing and burning on the ends of that 14-foot radius. Over the rippled air, you know how that sense when you're looking over fire, it creates that little wobbly air? You see the Tricerataur kind of spit the blood from the lightning out, and he starts laughing. He says, "Your souls will only help to raise Shardak. See the bear of enormous size, all the planes within his eyes." And he sends forth the mammoth charging at you and slams down his mighty teardrop crystal hammer on more bat faces. And at this point, you see these bat faces that he slams into all have nets filled with butterflies from the Butterfly Festival. And those butterflies each burst out in the eclipse in bright little balls of color light. Different color, multicolor light, each one a different color. And they get absorbed into the crystal shard, and they swirl up the staff and coalesce in a sphere of light that's moving together. And he looks at you and laughs and says, "You will only help me raise Shardak." And we will find out what happens. Same Dino channel, same Dino time. Thank you very much. I don't know where any of you are, what time this comes out, but there'll be 3 holidays. At least there'll be a Hanukkah, a Christmas, and a New Year before we get to play again. So I'd like to wish not only a huge thank you to all of my players and our tech person, Kyle, but, you know, a happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. If you're celebrating, I hope you do it peacefully, and hope everyone else, whenever they saw this, had a good holiday this year.